Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nicky's NRFIs. 3-0 yesterday on plays. We swept the day. Nick Meckin here with Pickdawgz. Today is July 30th, 2023, and on this show, you know all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have over 135,000 subscribers and growing daily. And if you're looking for my premium picks, my MLB lock of the day, check out Pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks. That's where you'll find my MLB lock of the day. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about that on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now, let's head into today's game. Absolutely smacked yesterday's games, going 3-0 on that Saturday. Let's roll right into it. We got game number 1 versus the Detroit Tigers and the Miami Marlins. Right now for the Detroit Tigers, Tarik Skubal will be on the mound with a 1-1 record and a 3.71 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Miami Marlins. Lazaro with a 8-5 record with a 3.22 ERA. Lazaro, I know, will be ready to play, especially at home. This Miami Marlins team likes to play a lot better at home. They produce a lot of runs, especially early on in games, but they're matching up against Skubal. He's a southpaw, and let me tell you something right now. Skubal will be ready to go. He's the Detroit Tigers ace. I will say that. He's only limited to 85 pitches right now after coming back from Tommy John surgery, but I know this kid will be locked in, ready to go. He will give this Detroit Tigers team a spark in tonight's matchup. That's why in game number 1 for the Detroit Tigers and the Miami Marlins, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's roll into game number 2 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Right now for the Cincinnati Reds, Ashcraft will be on the mound with a 5-7 record with a 5.64 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Los Angeles Dodgers Grove with a 2-2 record and a 6.19 ERA. Grove does have a little of a higher end ERA with a 6.19. Ashcraft will be locked in. I know that his record does not show for it for this Cincinnati Reds team, but Ashcraft is the guy that this Cincinnati Reds lean towards, especially when he's on the bump. He'll be matched up against Grove, and I mean, this Cincinnati Reds team has to figure it out for themselves. They're in contention to be the first place, but they're in second place in the NL Central right now behind the Milwaukee Brewers. I think Ashcraft will be ready to go. He'll be matched up against this hard Los Angeles Dodgers offense. This Los Angeles Dodgers offense, I will say, has been producing runs early on in ball games. They've been scoring a lot, but I think Ashcraft and the Cincinnati Reds team will get to the Los Angeles Dodgers Grove. I do think there will be runs coming across in the first 6 outs. That's why in game number 2 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers, we're hitting the YRFI, yes runs first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game that I've selected for you today between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Right now for the Chicago Cubs, Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound with a 4-4 record and a 3.46 ERA. He'll be matched up against Matz with a 1-7 record with a 4.35 ERA. I know Matz's record has not shown for what he has done this season, but he's pitching back at home in Busch Stadium tonight against their rivals in the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs. Matz will be ready, I believe so. His record is not good, but I think in the second half of the season, he'll be more locked in as he faces their crosstown rivalries, the Chicago Cubs. And Kyle Hendricks, the professor, will be locked in. Like I said last week, he was locked in, and he's 4-4 with a 3.46 ERA, but I know the professor will be ready to go from pitch number 1. That's why in game number 3 between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Tigers and the Marlins, we're hitting the NRFI. No runs first inning. Game number 2 between the Reds and the Dodgers, we are hitting the YRFI. Yes runs first inning. And in game number 3 between the Cubs and the Cardinals, we're hitting the NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, this is Nick Meckin with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And if you're looking for my premium picks, my MLB lock of the day, check that description below. The link is there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.